It's a great pleasure to welcome you here in Corewave TV in today's political rumbles, where we discuss pertinent issues bordering on socio-political happenings of recent time. Considering the insurgency, of course, by the Ohanaeze, the highest socio-political or cultural organization representing perhaps the Igbo ethnic nationality, had given an advice to the President TINUBU to declare the state of emergency in the entire southeastern states, arguing that the state of insecurity, owing to the declaration of another extension of 2 weeks sit at home by self-acclaimed Prime Minister of the Republic of Biafra in exile, Simon Ekpa.
In fact, let me start with Ohanaeze. Ohanaeze itself is representing Southeast. It's a representation, social and cultural political organization representing the Southeast and the Igbo extraction the whole. For them to urge Mr. President TINUBU to declare state of emergency when the man TINUBU has never insinuated that is wrong, because he is the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces for now. He is the person who is supposed to bring forth this idea, and they themselves, being Ohanaeze, will now reject it or accept it. But for now, they themselves, being Ohanaeze, now suggested it to TINUBU, who is our president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. It's wrong. I condemn that action of Ohanaeze. Whoever is their leader, I think it is Iwanyan. Whoever is the leader is not representing the Ohanaeze well. It's not representing the Southeast well. It's not representing the Igbo extraction well. That one apart. Secondly, Samuel Ekpa extending the sit at home by 2 weeks. I think that's what he is. I want to know his motive for that extension. Is it because of Nnamdi Kanu, or is it because of who, or is it because of how the economy of Nigeria is? I don't know.
The major reason is that he's canvassing or advocating for the release, unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following the court injunction that declared him acquitted and discharged on the 13th of October 2022. And he is asking, demanding that the federal government of Nigeria will act in accordance to the provisions of the court ruling and release a man who has been set innocent or free by Nigerian courts, judiciary.
That sit at home is ordering. Is it backed by the international community, or is it backed by his own power? Because TINUBU was not the one that remanded Nnamdi Kanu in that DSS custody. Now he is now in power. The man that remanded him is out. We should follow it with Samuel Ekpa should follow the process with TINUBU gradually, not by forcing him to do what he doesn't want to do instantly.
No, he is not forcing him, but he is asking Nigerian government to release him based on the court ruling that tried him and acquitted him. So it is immaterial whosoever assumes the office of the presidency. So it's incumbent on the government of Nigeria to act responsibly in accordance to the law of the land.
The extension of Chicago is consuming a lot of money in the southeast, and the people in the southeast, they are not feeling it well. They are not palatable with it. They are not palatable with that. I know. And if it's consuming a lot of money in the south, that's it as well. So TINUBU may be unconcerned as he is now. He may feel unconcerned. That doesn't concern him. But the way they will go about it, at the end of the day, it might concern him. So if I were TINUBU, I would have said, okay, fine. Let me look into the matter. Let me look into the case. Let me look into how this case is going. Because the Shamaleka order, it is as a prime minister of Biafra for now, the Biafrans will take it legitimately. It's as a legitimate order. Biafrans will take it as a legitimate order, very legitimate, because they are prime minister for now. TINUBU is supposed to respond quickly onto the matter, so that it will not deteriorate into another thing else, which nobody knows. Because Ohanaeze themselves urging TINUBU to declare a state of emergency, they are wrong, very, very wrong. I condemn it.
Yes, what I wanted to know is what is the reason why they asked TINUBU to declare state of emergency in the East? Is it as a result of the sit-at-home declared by Simon Ekpa, or is there any other more grievous consequences or implication to that? Is that something that is not within the public domain that they are seeing that they could not relate to the southeastern people before asking the president to use his veto power to declare state of emergency? Why there are more volatile states within Nigeria that have been overrun by terrorist groups, the president or Nigerian state have not declared state of emergency. Just by mere declaration of sit-at-home, Ohanaeze is calling for a declaration of war, another Biafra war in the East. Would that be justifiable?
I myself have already condemned the action of Ohanaeze. I've already condemned, because it is not in line with the rules and the regulations and other things that guide Ohanaeze's principles. It's not in line with that. They have the man that is in charge, that is their leader, is not living well.
Don't you think they are trying to set him up, to entangle him possibly for whatever reason? And at the end of the day, he will now, his name will be, I mean, some damage will be done to his name instead of exonerating himself from such consequences. Yes, I mean TINUBU running away from the fallback of whatever might come if he hits to this call.
Okay. The ball is on his part. Ohanaeze has urged him to declare state of emergency in the south. It's now left for him to reason front and back what will come aftermath of declaration. what would be the aftermath. So if the aftermath will be favorable to him, he go ahead. If it will not be favorable to him, he should not listen to the urging of Ohanaeze, because Ohanaeze themselves, they are not representing Igbo, they are representing themselves. Look at what type of suggestions they are giving to the president. It's not good, it's not right. It doesn't represent the people that say they are saying that they are representing. They are not representing them. So now, if TINUBU should act according to Ohanaeze, if the action, the aftermath of the action is favorable to him, let him go ahead. But if it is not favorable to him, let him stop. Because Igbos themselves, they are not people that you can just flush out. They are not the type. You can't flush them out.
You mean that Igbos definitely will resist such a move?
They will resist. I know Igbos now. They will resist. They will resist either by commission or by omission. They will resist.
Okay, that might amount to another bloody experience, which might not, nobody can fathom the extent of damage.
The bloody experience must occur, because Ohanaeze, they have engineered it. They have engineered the blood. So bloodshed, they have engineered the bloodshed, which is not good at all. I have condemned it in all its ramifications. I've condemned it.
Yes, sir. As for me, I don't think there is any justification for such. Calling for state of emergency is an aberration, a declaration of war to bringing war to the east. It's not in any way, of course, a panacea to what is happening, because it will set everywhere ablaze, and even the Ohanaezes will have no place to hide should such unfortunate incident happens. Now, what advice can you give to the Southeast residents as they brace up for the next 2 weeks sit at home?
The advice I will give them is for them to be battle ready and seek the face of God. They should be battle ready and then seek the face of God in combination, so that God, in His infinite mercy, will rescue them out from that type of embarrassment and harassment. They should be battle ready. They should not just be going empty-handed or be going just like that. No, they should be battle ready, both men and women in the South. They should be battle ready.
By battle ready, do you mean they should stock foods?
Food stuff is there. What I mean by battle ready, food stuff is there. Another thing is money to be able to buy something that they will use, maybe anything that can cause any injury or just for drugs, because food is there, drugs is there, and other things to support the food and drugs.
Okay, in case of emergency.
In case of any emergency. Get my point. So that is because in those days when I was in the Southeast, when Ojukwu was there fighting, I was there. I was in the primary level then, very small I was, and after the fighting finished, after the war finished, I managed to finish from primary school. I entered secondary school. There was no war. I finished secondary school. I come to Lagos to seek for job. No war. Now, Ohanaeze they are engineering another war in the Southeast. This is very wrong. And the people that is doing that, they are doing that for their own detriment, not for any other person's detriment, for their own detriment.
And you think they should be held responsible for whatever happens to any average Southeasterners?
Because they are the people that suggested the bloodshed. They are the people that suggested the bloodshed in the Southeast.
Well, it's quite unfortunate that my people do say, "Okenye no nulo ewu manobu." Could you relate their action to such?
Okay, ewu maobu.
Oh yes.
Okay, no ewu maobu. That means that's okay, no nulo. That means ewu na maobu. Okay, merit you okay. It doesn't merit to be okay. That means okay, you just for mouth. Mgbe ahụ ewu na-ama ọbụ ọ ga-egbu igwe ewu ahụ steeti ya free ka ọ hapụ ịmụ because ewu mara ọbụ ọwa ọnwụ ka ọ na-achọ agaghị eme ugwukwa atụ uru and inweta ihe ọ ga-eri ga-arị ya because ewu na-agba akpagharị na-achọ nri na-eriju afọ ya ma ọ hụ nri rie ma ọ hụkwana mmiri nwụọ life ga-adịrị ya difficult.
Do you think that people will comply to this sit at home? Because I experienced that of 7 days. I was in the East. There was total compliance.
That's what
the 7th day sit at home that was just concluded. Yes.
Okay.
There was total compliance.
Okay. This one are 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Though according to him, there will be break intermittently. Saturdays, Sundays will be free for people to go out to fend for themselves and then continue. The sit at home is scheduled between Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday is free. Anybody can go out
and fend for itself.
Yes, and aka living for the family.
Saturday and Sunday is a weekend. Just like looking looking for bread, looking for anything like money, cannot meet up within that Saturday and Sunday. You can't meet up. There's no way you can meet up. You will plan to meet up, but it's not possible. It's very hard because it's weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday is the day of worship for God.
But do you think that such sacrifice is worth it? It's worth for freedom, fighting for freedom.
Such a sacrifice.
Yes, such pain.
No sacrifice for freedom
could be considered too much.
Yes, because freedom demands a lot of sacrifice. Freedom, it demands a lot of sacrifice, and no amount of sacrifice is too much for freedom. No amount of sacrifice is too much for freedom. Freedom is very, very possible. Freedom is possible, and that's the reason why the whole world, any country that's looking for freedom, they will impose on that country very hard conditions that they cannot be able to meet up. But there's some countries that meet up, they grant them the freedom. Get my point? Those countries that were able to meet up the conditions given to them by the world, international organization, they grant them independence, grant them freedom. But most of the countries, they cannot be able to meet up.
So, are you saying that Biafrans are being led by Simon Ekpa, who proclaimed to be the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is on the right track to the independence of the Biafran state?
He's trying, in fact he's trying, he's doing what Nnamdi Kanu would have done if Nnamdi Kanu is not in the invitation. That's exactly what Nnamdi Kanu would have been doing. But Samuel Ekpa has taken over the job of Nnamdi Kanu. He's doing it perfectly well. Get my point? He's doing it perfectly well. And the people of the South, those people that are against Samuel Ekpa are the rich men. Get my point? They are the rich men, and it will disturb their business, it will disturb their income. it stop their money flow, flowing in and flowing out. It stop their money, and that's the reason why they are capitalizing on that to against Samuel Ekpa. But the Samuel Ekpa, since a hard-hearted somebody, he doesn't mind what those people are doing. He go ahead to do whatever he wants to do.
So you think no amount of threats that can deter him, that can stop him? Even the same faction of Ohanaeze placed $500,000 bounty on him. That anybody that can get him dead or alive will be given $500,000. Do you think that won't? Yes, bounty on Samuel Ekpa. Do you think that can make him shiver, withdraw from this cause?
Myself, I'm not Samuel Ekpa. My own life and principle is different. I don't know. That one is left for him and his God to decide. But for me, for now, as I'm rating him, he's doing what TINUBU would have done. I think that TINUBU is free from DSS. So he's doing what TINUBU would have done. But for now, Ohanaeze is giving him a threat, a lot of threats. But he's undermining them. He's undermining them. He's going ahead doing whatever is in his mind. So that's the only thing I will say about it. Myself and Samuel Ekpa, we are not the same. So he's doing whatever is in his mind.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you for your immense submission here in Call Web TV. We do appreciate your time.